Hey guys, Retro Reviews here again with another Transformers video review, and this time, as you can see, I'm going back to the Generations line, and I'm starting off doing the thrilling 30th anniversary line of Generations figures, and I'm going ahead and doing Springer, which, as you can see, biggest thing that you're going to see different about this video is the fact that I'm starting at robot mode, simply because I did not know what mode to start this guy's video off with. I was thinking I'll do land vehicle to air vehicle to robot, but then I was like, I couldn't figure out which way to do it because, I mean, surely enough, the reveal from vehicle to robot is impressive, and I like it that way. It's just, once you see this guy getting messed with, it's simply awesome seeing him go from this to both of his vehicle modes. Now, he's based off of the IDW comic books Springer. I wish I had my G1 Springer to sit along, and he's Voyager sized, and he is not a small Voyager figure whatsoever. There he is next to the deluxe Starscream from War for Cybertron. And here he is next to a Lego Iron Man. So, a good size comparison. Not a small Voyager class figure whatsoever. And just overall, awesome. Now, his weapons. He comes with a blaster which has 2 missiles in it. And they're pressure fire missiles. What you do is you push this thing forward, this little gray piece forward, and once you do that, one goes, and then the other goes. I think that is pretty cool, because no matter which way you do that, one's going to go before the other one. It's always going to be this one first. So that is pretty cool how they achieved that. That is awesome. And he also does come with his sword, which, if you can't tell, is his helicopter blade folded up. And articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint, so he's got this really nice range of articulation in his head. He can look up and down, turn any way he needs to. He's got a almost figure art style shoulder. He's got a hinge here, a piece or a stem that's on a hinge, and on said hinge is what appears to be a ball joint. So he can move his arm in any which direction you need it to. Ratcheting elbows, which is a very nice ratcheting joint. Swivel in the wrist. There is waist rotation. So he can rotate his waist. And universal hips, so he can move them forward and back, side to side, and rotate at the thigh. Ratcheting knees. And that's it. Nothing underneath the knees for articulation. His feet can bend up, but that's just for transformation. So, very nice, very expressive even, so that is very awesome. Now go ahead and transform him. What we're going to do is start off by removing his weapons, and they are on the 5mm. They are 5mm posts that just go in the holes on his fists. And go ahead and start. We'll go to helicopter mode. So also, if you want, you can retract these and have a more classic Springer look, but in robot mode, I like to keep them up because I like the silhouette that gives out. That just looks super impressive. So we're going to go ahead and retract those for transforming in helicopter. Straighten out his arms. Go ahead and take these bits and fold them down. And take the centerpiece of his chest, and mine doesn't like to do it. Under certain conditions, it will finally go, but sometimes the head gets in the way. and it becomes a little bit of a bother. But anyways, once you get that flipped up and around, go ahead and hide his head in the chest cavity right there. Make sure those are pegged in, by the way. They do peg in, just very, very tiny pegs. But they peg in to hold in there. Maybe. There it goes. And transform the arm. Go ahead and open up that green flap on the inside. Fold his hand in. Fold this bit around. And then there's 2 pins. You want to be careful which one you're folding because you want it like that. And then fold that up like that at the elbow. And then that will peg into the side just like that. I've already spent 6 minutes on this guy. Holy cow. Alright, and then go ahead and do the same on this side. So he looks just like that. And then fold those out. Those are going to be his landing gear for helicopter mode. And come back over around here, fold his feet up. Get these panels moved out of the way. They'll be the rudders, or tail wings, for lack of a better term. I think I had it right the first time, but I'm not sure. And yeah, just bend his knees backward just a little bit like that, and then this piece will peg in to the legs right there. And then take the sword, get the blade separated, which it's a little bit difficult to do if you don't have any fingernails. I'll let you guys know that right now. It gets very difficult trying to do that if you've just trimmed your fingernails. So just split that out, and as you saw, take the green piece, rotate it up, and then the blades will actually peg into that. And then just peg it on to the top of his vehicle mode. And we have Springer's helicopter mode, which is a very nice helicopter, by the way. Looks very reminiscent of a G1 Springer. Just a modernized G1 Springer's helicopter mode. And as you can see, the handle, the helicopter blade, since it's being the sword, the part that rotates is not the handle. Actually, there's a separate piece that allows for the blade to rotate on its own. Which that is very awesome how they incorporated that. And also, if you want to, there is weapon storage for this on this mode. Go ahead, turn the gun upside down, and retract the landing gear. And I believe, yeah, there's this piece right here that's going to go in the crevice around the landing gear's hinge. So go ahead and, come on. There it goes. Pegs in just like that. Now, unfortunately, no molded, wait. Yeah, no molded on landing gear for this, so it looks a little impractical, but that's there. You can do that. It looks very nice. I don't have much to compare him with right now. I'll go ahead, since he's the same mold as Starscream, I'll show him up next to the Generations Thundercracker. As you can see, quite a big helicopter mode even. So, that's not bad. It does look pretty good. So there's his helicopter mode, very nice. Doesn't really do anything except for the helicopter blade spinning, which that's all you really need for this mode. The landing gear are just molded together, so there's no rolling around on the landing gear. So, transform into his armored car mode. Need to remove the helicopter and the gun. Yeah, the helicopter blade and the gun. And then take these bits, fold them forward. Like that. Take the arms and open that up, fold this along the side, and fold that out. Do the same on this side, fold that out. Take the canopy and rotate that all the way back so it's flush right there, giving the vehicle mode somewhat of a car hood. And take these, and they do clip in. They don't clip in very securely, but they do clip in, so there's that. Go ahead and try to peg on all this assembly again on this side. There it goes. And fold these wings up like that so they get out of the way. And rotate this all the way around, and then it will actually clip into the panel once you get the leg out of the way. So it should look something like that. And you can do these any way you want. You can leave them out. You can put them back here like this with some kind of a spoiler. I like to just fold them up like this and give the vehicle build some extra armor plating. So you can do whatever you want. And speaking of armored plating, this piece right here actually folds under and goes in to reveal the wheel. So that is pretty cool. Go ahead and fold this up, click it into place. And now the landing gear I left down because of the weapon storage to hide the sword in this mode. You have to fold it back up into its sword mode. And there's two little slots right down here and here that will actually peg in to posts on the landing gear. So they end up just going together like that. And there we have Springer in his armored car mode. Very nice. It's somewhat it kind of somewhat resembles a Batman's tumbler from the Batman movies, I think, in a way. Not like legitimately tumbler, but it's just, come on, peg back in. In a sense, I think that was the idea they were going for. So there it goes. Now it's level, and he does roll some big honking tires. So we have that, and go ahead and show him next to Thundercracker again. So yeah, kind of shortened down a bit, but still not bad of a vehicle mode. Oh, that's what made that noise earlier. That was my Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. I gotta move him. So, and the gun. What did I do with his gun? It can peg on top. You can put it either on there or in there. I like putting it on here. Which, usually I'm kind of against vehicles with the whole, just put the gun on top of the vehicle and give it, and it's counted as a armored vehicle mode in a sense, but this actually fits. It does look pretty cool as with the gun on top even. It's not like a Transformer from the movie where you go ahead and just slap the gun on top and call it good. That actually doesn't look bad. I mean, as you can see, they did take their time in engineering this guy, and I'm just astounded with how well Springer turned out. So if you can still find Springer in places, I mean, he just came out not too long ago, like midway of last year. I do highly recommend this figure. He is a great figure, and overall just fun to mess around with and transform back and forth through all three of his different modes. And you don't have to go from robot to helicopter to vehicle. You can go any way you want. It's just, that's the way I felt to do it, because of the way the car reveals from the helicopter. I felt was better, looked cooler. So standard Voyager, I mean, Voyagers have kind of shrunk down a little bit, but does look very nice in all three of his modes, which is a big thing about Triple-Changers. Was one mode or one vehicle mode would sacrifice stuff for the other vehicle mode and vice versa, so you would kind of get a kind of this not good looking vehicle mode, and then a pretty decent vehicle mode, and then a robot mode that had chunks of both vehicles sticking off of them. But this guy actually pulls it off very well. So yeah, if you like Springer, if you like the new generations, if you like G1, I do highly recommend picking these figures up. These are very fun to mess with and just very awesome. Overall awesome. So anyways, this is Retro Reviews. I hope you guys like this video review, and I'll see you again next time.